And it looks like actually I'm in a lot of trouble at this point. Both of my backup characters, and you can see in the lower right, are low on health. I'm looking around. We want to find as many green and blue orbs as possible. The green ones will give me health. The blue ones will give me power so I can use abilities. Finding health at this stage would be key because it will not only heal all of my guys, it will also heal all of Paul's as well. That's really key to helping us stay alive throughout the entire level. But we haven't found any yet. I'm still low.
You can see that both of these characters actually have auras. So if you look at their feet, you'll see those are their passive abilities. Vex's is to... Oh, this is a tough switch.
Bad switch.
Sage is really
low. It's a huge mistake. I'm trying to heal. I have lots of power, so I'm trying to take advantage of that, but that was a bad time.
You can see Jinx there is using actually an ability called... what is that called? It's called Transfusion Web. It's an AoE life drain. So it actually was able to... All those mosquitoes that were circling around him, he was draining life from every single one of them at the same time, which was huge. Gave him a lot of life back. And Jinx's aura, Vex's aura, by the way, increases the speed of both characters, their attack speed and their move speed. But Jinx's aura actually makes it so that whenever anybody kills an enemy, they get power back. So it's really powerful with combining it with those AoE attacks. As you kill all those enemies, you get a lot of the power that you spent in the ability back right away.
Metatron's a great character here. He's got that homing shot. It's his basic attack. It happens every time you right-click. And that's very effective at targeting these guys. It's not trivial to just hit every guy that you swing at. You can miss. But that homing shot is really good at tracking down those mosquitoes, hitting from very long range. Oh, a miss by me. Tried to banish, but too far away.
Yeah, trying to catch one of them in the banish so that we could focus on the other, but just missed. There we go. Switched over to Magnus and got the banish off, so now we're going to focus on the Ballistic Quadra Killer. But yeah, about Metatron's basic attack. So one of the things in Darkspore is that every character has their own unique basic attack. It's not just... these 10 guys have melee attacks and these 10 guys have range attacks.
Bad switch by me. Look, Vex is very low and I'm on cooldown right now. I can't actually switch between the characters.
And you're on...
dodging, running around, dodging.
Nice dodging.
Look, the heal, emergency heal from my partner. That kind of co-op play is really critical to Darkspore.
Again, Metatron's heal is a squad ability, so that was actually Jinx healing using Metatron's ability, which brought Vex back.
Finally, the cooldown, I'm able to switch. Go back to, sorry, you were talking about the different characters.
Yeah, actually, well, I did want to say that the 15-second squad cooldown, we haven't talked about that, or sorry, switching cooldown. So every time you switch, switching is a really powerful ability. It not only, of course, you can use it to keep yourself alive, it actually knocks back all enemies around you. It gives you a little bit of immunity for a second, so you can time key switches to not take damage. And it's so powerful that we actually put a cooldown on it, so it takes 15 seconds. So you have to be careful when you use your switches, be a little strategic about, because you're a little bit vulnerable after a switch.
Their example, a switch I could have made a lot more out of. Being invulnerable is a huge power-up. It gives you the right timing, can save you from getting hit by a very powerful ability. The knockback can knock your friends or your enemies out into key positions or out of stuns and other kinds of crowd control. It's extraordinarily powerful, and using it effectively is one of the key parts of skill in the game.
So right now we're switching over to physical characters to take on the Acid Shell. Now he goes into his shell, so we're going to step away and deal with the Caustic Stingers while we have the chance. And then right when he comes out, we'll be going back into melee him again, although Vex is getting quite low here.
I haven't noticed. Living on the wild side. There's some power. Able to heal. So there's a lot of things that happen when you switch. Not only are you getting the invulnerability, you're getting the knockback from the beam in. Obviously, you're getting a new character who can come in. There's lots of different characters to play with, lots of different powers. It also changes how effective you are against the enemies. In this case, we're fighting against energy-resistant enemies. That's the shimmer that they've got covering them. I've actually only got one character who's effective against energy resistance. Energy tends to be ranged attacks, like here Arachna's got this ranged beam, and it just does no damage against these shells. But Vex, if I switch back to him, can do quite a bit of damage because he's a physical attack. He's a melee attacker. But I haven't noticed.
It looks like your health is actually doing pretty well.
Yeah,
pretty good here. We picked up quite a few orbs at this point.
You have to be very careful. One of the things that separates someone who can play fast from somebody who plays slow is it's very easy to get caught up in these cycles of I'm not dying, I'm okay, but the clock is always ticking down. So if you want to hit that high score, you have to always be conscious of what the best move is at any given time.
Yeah, at the end of each mission, you're evaluated on how you performed in terms of several different metrics, and it actually affects the quality of the loot that you find. So the better you do in the objectives, the higher the chance you have to find rare loot. And everybody who's played RPGs or action RPGs knows that rare loot is where it's at. So it's really important to focus on those objectives and do well on them.
So we're nearing the end of the level. You just saw us go through that red teleporter. That means we've teleported into the final arena. We've found the source of the Darkspore on the planet.
Standing in the acid shell right
here.
here.
No.
Magnus pulls him away, actually.
Finally moves. Nice play by Magnus. This is the big fight. This is a horde bigger than any of the hordes that can occur within the level from the AI director. There's going to be multiple waves. Here's the second wave coming in right now. And if you take too long, the waves start to overlap. So you have to really push yourself in these fights. These are the true tests of whether you're ready to move on to the next level, whether you've proven yourself.
I've switched to Metatron here because Metatron's homing ability is really strong. It's the caustic stingers. Those guys are tough to hit. They tend to dodge. So Metatron's homing ability can be really invaluable.
And here I'm trying to eliminate these guys as quickly as possible, keep them off of Metatron with the high damage of Vex.
So these guys that have the lightning attacks are called electron bursters. Their weakness is actually that they can't attack from close range. They're building up a charge, and if you're too close, they can't build up enough of one, and they'll actually fail to attack and then run away. So melee characters are amazing against them. They actually take almost no damage.
And here I'm using Sage's pets as melee attackers to knock them out of the fight.
Here an acid shell has shown up, and it looks like some caustic stingers are coming in from the top. Got Magnus here. Let's see what he decides to do. Going for the acid shell, using that physical damage to take him out.
Again, I can't really do a lot of damage to the acid shell with Sage, but my pets can. And I'm going to try and...
Bit of a risky switch here, switching to Vex at low life. Magnus is coming over maybe to do something about it, but no, decides to go...
I got really annoyed with those stingers, apparently, and trying to take them out. They don't do a lot of damage, but they can, in groups, really distract you and hurt you.
Nice, brings him into the shell and then runs away.
Dodging the lava burst. That lava burst would have taken Vex out at that point. You know, picking on the last one.
Now Arachna's...
life drain.
Yeah, channeling life for a second. A little bit of loot drop there, actually. Those blue containers are actually blueprints that you'll be able to... will turn into genetic parts so you can put on your creatures in the editor.
That's a huge green orb. If we can grab that, that's really going to lock us down for the rest of the level. Very tense there. I was actually standing on the lava burst as well, but it did not go off. And we're still leaving that green orb. That green orb will disappear if we wait long enough, but we haven't found the time to dart in. Jinx is right next to it. We haven't prioritized it high enough among the actions that we could be taking. Instead, I'm getting pounded by that pterosaur.
Right there, Metatron actually used Syndrome Shift, which is a really interesting ability. It takes all of the debuffs on your friends and transfers them out to all the enemies.
Look out, I'm getting low. It's getting... Sorry to interrupt you there, Paul.
But that's all right. Vex is indeed getting rather low. Luckily,
I'm on cooldown.
Metatron has aggro from the pterosaur, and the acid shell is going after him. A nice dodge there.
And now I really don't have a lot of good switching options here because of the energy resistance of the acid shell.
Yeah, all of your characters are actually quite low here. Looks like we're just going to let the pets take them on.
Tense moment. We've got a breather moment here, but oh, and I probably should have used that moment to heal. Actually, I have the Tree of Life ability, and I didn't take advantage of it. But fortunately, that was the last character, and we did finish the level, just barely. So that was a small playthrough of Darkspore. We hope you enjoyed it, and look forward to hearing more about us soon.
Yeah, we can't wait to do more of these coming soon.